Awkward. How are you? Are you sure we live?
Yes, we are live.
Sorry about that. I made a
Mistake.
2 minute speech, so let me do it over. It's good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful week. It's Friday, and we are here. Are you? If not, we're gonna talk, and then about 7:30, we're gonna open up the chat for you to call in. I hope that you join us, and I hope that you ask questions or make statements. You don't call and make to ask a question, but I want you to call and express how you feel. No questions. I mean, if you have a question, fine.
Got you.
But
All
we're
about
here.
voicing your opinions
Yeah, it's
today.
all about bursting your opinion. So baby, I can't see the clock.
Oh,
So
yes.
thank you,
You're welcome.
thank you. So I just wanted to. I don't know what to talk about. Well, we're going to be
Talk
talking
about
about
the
Diddy,
Diddy.
and we're going to be
Mhm.
talking about the Diddy. We're going to be talking about the Diddy. We're going to be talking about what else? What's your take on the
Yes.
what is the reckoning?
Mhm.
I've already vented about how I felt, so I really am empty. I got it out of my
That's okay.
system.
Baby Crow can come up with a few more
Baby
things.
Crone can take it. I just would like to listen and hear anyone that just got something to say. I'm gonna keep showing up, and hopefully you will too.
Yes.
Um, I mean, I know that the video is going to get seen regardless. And I thank you for that, even though I would like it to be seen now, but I am grateful because really it is for you all. And this is
Yes.
some for you so we can get acquainted. Like I wanna do like, I really do. I wanna know
Our
what
fan base.
our fan base. I wanna know what our fan base is like. And I've talked to quite a few people over the years.
Yes, we have.
I can't say I haven't, but it's far and few in between. And some call back, but they know they are sunflowers and that they're welcome. Now, now I know it's got to be something to get people to call in. I just don't know what that is,
Yes.
or to show up. But you know what? We're gonna go on with it anyway. So anyway, when we think about Diddy, the movie, the Reckoning,
Yes.
I personally was perplexed by it.
Indeed.
Only why, the only reason because I came in when the word said reckoning, I came in. Go ahead.
Well, oh no, that was just your phone ringing.
Oh, I came in with how he going to come up with some damning information about the trial, what he was going to do with. I was coming in with that notion. But when I got in, and then the first thing I'm looking at is another history. Seemed like I've seen it before and before and before of his past, of it when he was a little child, how his mother operated, what his mother did, what she didn't do, how he imitated people, how he was a good dresser, how he was timid, how he, I mean, I look, I just cut that off the top of my head,
Yeah,
okay?
the story.
So the story I heard. So what I was expecting for in the CD, or that Diddy was giving out some information. You got this CD, and maybe it was more footage of vulgar sex. I don't know,
Yes.
or him doing something deceitful
Yes.
or conning. But what I never thought that he was filming his own self, because that's just what he does.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You know what?
That he
That
was
is very
filming this
fitting.
moment because he came there knowing he was going to be arrested. Go ahead, baby, come on.
I was gonna say that you know what, you're so right. Diddy just loves to film, and it makes me wonder. I'm not sure if it stems from his childhood, but just the fact that that he's just documenting his life and
He just documents. That's what they
how
said.
he's grown, and he's like knew he was gonna be big, so he was like, let me document every step so this can go down in the history books, so that way when they go and tell my story, they can
They
tell
got
it right.
everything.
However, you'll also have to realize that people can misuse your footage. So just because Diddy had intended it to be used as his story to tell how who he was behind the scenes, because maybe we misjudge him and misread him. Maybe these video footages was supposed to prove that, but then somebody like 50 goes and uses it as a way to make you question who is Diddy and what is Diddy's motives and who is Diddy behind the persona. That's what it made me question just a little bit. But would you like to say anything?
Okay, I was just giving you quiet. She didn't like it when I'm quiet. I
I
was
mean,
too quiet.
I could have kept going, but I
Go
didn't want
on.
to feel
No,
like I was taking over.
just all you gotta do is just stop and breathe, and I'll come in. I mean, it beat you sitting over there like I asked you a question. Yep, that was it. The dog jumped over the moon. Help. So no, go ahead.
Okay. So yes, back to
This
what I
is
was
a
saying.
live moment. That's live. That was
Yes, I was.
that's real.
I was
Okay.
just making sure. You hardly ever see Baby Crow get the talkies.
Oh. But I'm always asking
Yes,
you.
you do.
And I'm always pausing because you know I don't like dead space.
Yes, I know. And like I told you before, like before we even got on camera, I was just like, I feel like we're basically going to repeat the same things we said earlier before. Then I was like, you know, I got some other things that I can add to the sauce and flavor.
Okay.
So, with the Diddy documentary, I feel
I
like
just only got one thing to say about the Diddy doctor. Hold that thought. Just one
Okay.
thing, and then you go ahead and take it to the bridge, sister.
Okay.
The one thing that I did take from it is don't lose your train of thought.
I won't.
It's the fact that he was filming he was filming all of that. He came to New York to do this.
Yes.
He came to get arrested to deal with it. I didn't know that. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the lawyers told him, but I think that he thought that he'd get out.
He did.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he had known what he know now, he would have did what I told him to do in the first place. When he ain't had nothing on him. Run! 7 years, 12 years a slave. Run! No, but I would have because they didn't have nothing on him. They couldn't keep him in the country.
That's true.
He could have just left
Mm-hmm.
and not come back.
But
I mean, that's what I think.
maybe somewhere down along
And
the
go to
lines-
one of those countries that will protect you.
Facts on that. But who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line, this is going to work out in his favor somehow, because all his lawyers wouldn't have told him, or the people he was talking to wouldn't have told him to comply and look as if you are willing to not run away and that you are not going to be a flight risk.
Isn't that stupid? He was there filming. He came there because he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And now make sure you're not a flight risk. This man done traveled, been every which way but loose. If he wanted to go, he would have left. He knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just as sure as when Kim deleted her name, somebody had hit her up way before the word got big. She knew, and the Kardashians dropped him.
Yep, that's exactly what
So
happened.
he knew.
He knew.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, when he came on, what 50 Cent did, pretty much that I don't see how his video helped him or hurt him.
Exactly.
It really wasn't that much of it.
Mm-mm,
It was
no,
a whole
wasn't.
lot of other videos, unless those was his videos. I don't
think
know.
all of them was his videos.
Because some of them videos I think I've seen before. Go ahead, baby Chrome.
Oh no, somebody said the volume was too low.
Turn the volume up. Is the volume up on the mic?
Okay. Let us know down below in the comments. Is that fixed? Is that better?
Let us know if it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yes. So we'll keep talking so that way they'll let us know.
Please let us know. Please
Yes.
let us know.
Thank you so much for
Thank
letting us
you.
know
Really,
as we
thank
were
you.
working through these technical difficulties.
Yes.
Much better. Thank you. They
Yes.
said it was much better.
Thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you so
Thank you.
much.
So what we were talking about, I forgot. Go
Yes, we
ahead.
was talking about the Diddy documentary, and I feel as though all of that footage was Diddy's documentary, from when he was flipping out in the office, from his old footage of him growing older. They said you're welcome and thank you too. You're welcome and thank you.
Thank you.
So
thank you, Sunflower.
Yes, thank you so much.
And thank all the sunflowers for showing up.
Yes.
Thank you. We see you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know what we're going to do when Baby Chrome finish? I'm going to play some clips because I thought, and maybe you haven't seen them or maybe you have, I thought that that many people were going to say, oh my God, that this was the best documentary of it all. Honestly, I don't know about documentaries like that. I'm not educated to understand a documentary like that. All I know is I've seen this story before, and it was disappointing because I thought it was going to talk more about the trial. I didn't know we were going to get into the Diddy, get into the Puff, get into the Puffy, get into Tupac, get into Suge Knight, get into when he was a little kid, when he was trying to be a pimp. I didn't know that. And that was like 2 videos.
Yes, that was like a good 2 decent episodes.
That's 2 hours.
Also, they said that there was a new subscriber as well.
Thank you, Sunflower. Thank you for subscribing. Woo, 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 woo,
Yes.
woo, woo, woo. Thank you,
Yes,
thank
we're
you,
glad
thank
that
you.
you enjoy the content that we are providing, that you became a sunflower.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And remember, our motto is to spread love.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Mwah.
Yes.
So what I want to do, I just, you may have seen this video, but this is where the controversy I began to hear yesterday with Marlon Wayne and how people blackballing him. People, we have to be able to voice our opinions. I mean, you can't get mad because someone is in opposition. That is not what a sunflower is all about. That is not. Because that sunflower is going to give them seeds to anybody who get them. It's not going to say, oh, I'm not. It's right. And that's what I'm saying. So I feel as though it wasn't what I expected.
No.
I felt sorry for the women. I really did.
Yes.
But they were talking about things that happened a long time ago. I just
it really
it was
like,
to demonize him. That's what
yes,
I felt.
I felt like it was to be like an addendum to like the trial case. Like, okay, he was tried for like prostitution, sex, and being freaky,
yeah, we thought it was going to be, they had some more stuff, right?
So now this video is all about like, okay, yeah, that was all it. Even some of the jurors said that he wasn't tried for domestic violence. So they're just like, that's what they was mostly talking about in this, how Diddy has a violent streak inside of him, that he's dangerous, that I wrote one comment. Hold up, let me look through my notes.
And while she's looking, when she's finished, we're going to play a couple of these videos. And these are people that are against what 50 Cent did. And I'm against what 50 Cent did. I am against that. My video ranted about that earlier. I don't like it. Why? You see his face? He's getting his reward. I can't. Can I talk to you?
Okay.
Why are you looking? I can't imagine living the way I live, which is a pretty decent life. I mean, what I mean is, you understand, I have food.
Yeah.
I have warmth. I can look at TV when I want.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me what to do, where to go. I have been living this way for years. Yeah. Can you imagine all that stripped from me? I got a certain diet. Now I'm on starch and oodles and noodles. Can you imagine? I used to sleep in a lush bed. Now I sleep with a bunch of women, and I can't think of the hell of it. And for people to say, oh, he ain't suffer around mice or rats and roach. He was in this horrible prison.
Yes. I want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Our subscriber said, hold up. I didn't see it, but I agree with you. Say they didn't see the documentary, but they agree with us. Free Diddy. I'm against it as well.
It's like, let the law handle it. It's over. I could see it if this was about him taking Tupac's life, but it's not about that. This thing happened in 19th century, about 30 years ago. Many people that knew them have come and gone. Biggie's mom, I think, is deceased. Is she?
Let me double check.
I hope not. I hope she's not. But my point is, many people have come and gone. Many rappers. And it's like we're still harboring that East Coast, West Coast vibe.
She did pass away earlier this year in February.
I thought that woman, honestly, I just felt that woman was dead. Now, I didn't know all that. That's why I said check on me. I don't know why that jumped on me like that, but it did. I just said that woman did. I didn't even know. So anyway, that was a real moment.
So
really, so it's no way. I just don't know why. But nevertheless, people have come and gone and died, and yet we're still waiting for somebody to pay the price for Biggie and pay the price for Tupac. The funniest thing is, a lot of people that want that didn't live in that day.
That's true.
You understand? When this was out, this was like a new thing. It was called gangster rap. It was called rap back in my day. Gangster rap. What y'all call it? What is it called? Rap?
I think it's two genres. We have hip hop and rap.
Yeah, you call it hip hop. When I came up, it was just rap. And what rap was about, because I came up in the 70s, I was young, but I was into the rap scene. I was in it. And the first song I ever heard was hip hop, hippie, 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 hip hop. That's how I know the words to this day. That was so huge. That was like Michael Jackson. That's how big it was.
Okay.
Nobody heard it. You would hear DJ rapping if you go to house parties. It was a new thing. And then they started putting it on albums and cassette tapes. And so, anything when you start talking, people start sending subliminal messages, and then it turned into this, and then it was the East Coast against the West Coast, and it got violent, and it was some violent times back in those days. Drive-by shootings, it was a lot going on back in those days. Carjackings, all of these things was happening back in the 90s, and I think he died in the 90s, early 90s. So look at all those years, and we are holding it. But for someone who lived in that generation, to be honest, what's the name of that NWA, niggas with attitude? I was frightened of them.
Who's Sugar Hill Gang?
Hip hop, hippie, hip.
So,
How about you don't stop?
They know every word.
Every word. Every word. That was the only rap that anybody ever heard other than in house parties. And then all people started Grandmaster Flash. It was so many people that was out back in the 70s. But my point is that they got into this East Coast, West Coast beef. And now it's like there's still a rumbling of the East Coast, West Coast beef. Understand it was a beef. Understand they were gangsters. Understand that Tupac said himself, thug life. I don't know if you understand. Thug life. They were thugs. That's what they did. They lived by the sword. Yeah. That's what I'm not saying they deserve to die. I'm just saying that's the life they lived. They were gangsters back then. They were hardcore. Drive-bys. Huh?
I said, what about Furious 5?
I got to hear something about them. I mean, somebody challenging me. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me how. Call in and give me something that they made. I mean, it's so many of them back in those days. Like I think you was gonna say like Curtis Blow or because Curtis Blow is one thing I know. And every year about this time I celebrated with a rhyme. Boom, 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 boom. That was the Christmas song.
Oh, okay. It sounded very Christmassy. We said this time of the year.
Yeah, they had so many. I can't remember all the songs. There's so many.
That's exactly what the student documentary did to you. Put you back in those times and days.
Yeah, it just because they were saying how Diddy would take on the persona of anybody he thought was a gangster. Yes, so it's like if gold teeth was in, I'm wearing gold teeth. If getting my hair permed and waves, I'm doing it. If whatever it was, that's what he was. He was like a chameleon. But like I said, I would like for you to look at a couple of these videos, and then I really want to open up the line. So I'll just keep on finding something to say. But I would like to hear what you say, but we got a couple of games because Marlon Wayans has been dragged, and I didn't know that there were people that stood on the side that some of you feel like I feel. It's not that I'm saying that Diddy should get away with anything. No, 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 no. I'm not saying that at all. But I am. Are we okay? Oh,
Yes.
but I am saying that the law have them. Now it's in the law hand. I don't have nothing to do with it. I already said he should be convicted. I already said that. I already said what he did was horrible. I already spoke my piece on that. So now I'm like, that's the time they gave him. That's the time they gave him.
Yeah. It has to be fair.
I don't like that 50 Cent put this video out there for those people that's already seething, those people that's already angry. You just match the fuel. And you know why he did it?
Yes.
Because it made good TV. It didn't mean nothing to him. He just suckered us all. Like, I made money. Netflix made money. I did it. He was laughing.
He was.
Like,
it was amusing and entertaining.
It was entertainment. That's what I do. I'm a producer. This is just another story. Yes. Like, I don't hate that man.
And I found my quote that I found interesting that made me question. This was in the very first episode. And I think that this is what they was building their premise off of. And
who is that?
The people.
50 Cent?
Yeah, 50 Cent. Okay. I'll say the document, the producers.
Okay.
Because everybody in there had their own opinion, but the narrative seemed to be, did Diddy think money was power? Because
money is power.
Because they always talked about that the more money that Diddy got, the more power that he got, and that the more power he got, the more money that he got. And he always thought that money could get him out of things. And
it can. And it did.
But it seems like his luck
because if he was if he was a broke person like me, I'm rich in love. But I'm not rich in dollar bills. So if it was a broke person like ours or me, I'd be in jail. Okay? Because I wouldn't be able to afford the top lawyers to get me off.
That's true.
So it worked. He probably won't serve for, 3 years?
Yeah, I don't think
so. With this documentary, but in about 6 to 8 months, people ain't going to be thinking about that daggone documentary.
That is true. But it was kind of an interesting think piece, at least for those people out there, at least for me, because I wasn't too familiar on Diddy's history. So to see the power and influence and how Diddy came to be this mastermind, this big, possibly even the gatekeeper, it was amazing to see.
You weren't born.
I know I wasn't born. It was just amazing to see how powerful and big he grew just to watch it fall. And I like this one quote he said, and then we'll play those videos because I never thought about it.
Wait a minute. No, they came out in the 90s because there were rappers before them in the 70s. That's what I was talking about. I got mixed up. He came in the 90s, but rap had already been established in the 70s. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, okay. And I like this one comment about Diddy because this is what Diddy said out his own mouth. And I think this is a really positive.
That was back in the day when I was a young, pretty thing. I was young.
Diddy said that what goes up must come down, but what goes down must come up. And I like that because I'm just like, he's in his down period. So I'm like, you're right. From here, he can only go up from here. So I like that. There were some things in that documentary that was some positives and some negatives.
Can you imagine how he was shaking in his boots, knowing? Can you imagine the ride? Can you imagine the upset stomach? Can you imagine the butterflies? Can you imagine the poops? Can you imagine the pacing around? Can you imagine not being able to sit still? Can you imagine not being able to sleep? Because if you looked on his counter, you'll see that they had some pills, a prescription. I pointed that out, right?
Yes, you did.
Can you imagine what his world is like? His world is upside down.
Yes.
Once a billionaire, now he's a millionaire. And his money is dispersed to his kids, his sons, his daughters. He's not a broke man. But if you had $1 million and now you have like 400 million, you would feel broke because you're looking at the extravagant life. She's going to have to downsize. And this money is supposed to last him for his life. And as you see, he done aged. And as you see, he is gray. And as you see, he's going to have to get his hair cut. And he probably going to have to cut it down. Or he might just say, you know what? The world see me as I am. I'm going to just keep myself room. I'm going to wear the gray look. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, I've never been to jail. I've never been to prison. But I can say this. I know people who have not that many. I can't say I know a lot. I don't. But the ones that I know, you know what they say?
What?
You don't want to end up there.
I know that's right.
That's what they tell you. Don't want to end up there. I'm like, is it bad? They like, yeah, once you learn the game. I was saying, do they attack you? What do they do?
If you learn to get
if you learn to stay to yourself, don't tell why you there. I was told, don't ever tell why you there. They can guess, don't ever tell why you there.
I get that.
Don't ever tell them how much time you have, or just make up a time. Because if they know what time you have, they will sabotage and make you get into fights just so you can't get out. I've heard stories like this.
I can see it though. I could definitely see it. It's a dog-eat-dog.
It's a dog-eat-dog world because people in there ain't got nothing to lose. You know, I asked, were taking a man's, is that true? They said yes, but it's not as much as people think it is now.
Okay.
But it does happen. But it doesn't happen like, and we don't hear much of tossing the salad anymore.
No, we don't actually.
Okay, so can we look at the videos? So these videos, it's just, I looked them out. So I'm going to play this one, and I'm going to play, what's his name? Bambino. Okay. And the other one, you don't have to play the other one yet, but just those two. I'm going to play them in a row. And the reason being, because this is what these people feel. And they made me feel better about feeling the way I felt. Because at first I thought, oh my God, nobody, I'm filled with love. I don't want to hate on nobody. I don't. I just want to love the unlovable. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean that I'm saying that Diddy can't pay the price. I think he paid it and paying it more. That's what I think. Because if I did something wicked, one night in prison, I'm done. One night. Yes. And the idea of knowing that it's a week now or a month, and every time I go up for parole, no, what is it? Appeal, they deny me. My nerves I'd be bald-headed. I would be so sick. Yes. I would be dying of anorexia because I couldn't even eat. I would be so nervous that.
Well, so what's the rumors that he wasn't eating?
I couldn't. So to me, to be in that state, I can only imagine for myself. And now to know I would have to adjust. I would need counseling. I would have to be hospitalized to be put back to life. I wouldn't be able to function. The moment I seen a rat run across the floor or a mouse, I'm too fit to be tied. Now I'm telling you. So you're looking at this billionaire that's been so removed from the low life. Yes. He only knows what, fix me this. Mm-hmm. Yes. Do that. Mm-hmm. You come here.
That's exactly it.
Get me that. Mm-hmm. And now you eat what the common folks eat, the everyday people. You down with the rats and the mice and the roaches. You can't tell me. You sleeping and you don't know if they're going to come up to you and gag you and beat you and take your booty. You don't know.
Yeah, all things he was worried about.
Ooh, child. See, so don't tell me. Because you just got to imagine. But for some people, they're like, I know, but that ain't good enough. When things go that deep, that's a soul thing to me. That man has changed forever. He have to be. What do you think? He look it.
He does look it. Everybody said he looked it.
I mean, when they would come at me like, "Oh my God, oh I could cry for me, look so bad,"
Yes.
and that was just about a couple of months ago.
We was like, it was that bad.
We were like, really? And when I see him, I'm like, oh my God, he aged.
Yep.
But then I'm saying, he aged, but he is an older man.
Yeah.
He's what, 55, 56?
Let me see, he didn't get to have that upkeep in jail.
Didn't have the upkeep. And see, that's what money did. You know, that's what money did.
56.
Wow.
He just recently turned 56 in November.
Jesus.
So he had a birthday in prison.
Yes, he did. Oh, go ahead. Let's see these videos. And this is, I just got two people. Well, I have three, but I'm only going to play two. And these are people that give another way to look at it, and also the way they look at it. And I think you might enjoy it or you may not, but I don't like what how they dealing with Marlon Wayans. They want to boycott his movie, this silly stuff. And you know what? We need to be done with the silly season. Why? Because people are entitled to their opinions. I preach this all the time. Don't get mad because I say something you don't agree. Tell me. I don't agree with that and why. And you know, I will come on air and address it. Or I would text you back or write you back. People tell me things all the time. I mean, they don't tell me I'm wrong. They may just give me a point of view. I listen to it. I love feedback. I look for it.
Yes, we do.
I mean, the better the feedback, the better it is for me because I know what to feed. But I love it. Like now, I'm begging for someone to call when we finish with the videos. Let's look at it, baby. Come.
Okay.
Look, baby, I did this.
Yes, you sure did.
Because it always show up there. I'm looking right at it. Did you see that?
Yes. It only would pop up right there.
Yeah, I was like.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy it. Oh, you have seen it.
Here we go.
Here it is.
All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's
okay. And this is another one. And like he said, while she's getting that together, this is what I'm saying. We're all entitled. I don't understand why people get so angry. Like they get so angry. It's like they're spoiled. Like, do you really expect everybody to think the way you think? Do you really think everybody's going to like you? No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try. We are entitled to that. Whether I like it or not, and as long as I'm not hurting anyone or disrespecting anyone, I'm entitled to my thoughts.
Exactly.
And even though my thoughts may be wrong, they're my thoughts. And all you could do is give me a word of wisdom. And it's up to me to accept it.
Exactly.
Hopefully, you will tell me a word of wisdom, which is a pearl of truth, and it will get inside of me. And even though I don't want to hear it, I already dropped the seed. And maybe right now you don't want to hear it. And maybe it may take a year or two. And that seed then gave birth. And you be like, I remember she tried to tell me that one time.
Yes.
Good seeds never die. They don't wither away. A good seed, a good word will get inside of you and take root, whether you want it to or not. Just like an evil word. But we're quick to throw out something evil like, no, that's evil, man. That's corrupt. I ain't dealing with that. No, I ain't going to no haunted house, man. No way, no way. Run. We can shun evil.
Very quickly.
But it's hard because when you shun evil, it doesn't like to be spooked, so it goes. But goodness knows that it's there to heal. And so it takes root and stay. Because that wickedness know that with that goodness, it doesn't have but amount of time. So it ain't trying to stay there. It's just keep moving from mind to mind to somebody that let it in. That's deep talk. Okay,
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
was deep talk.
That was deep talk. Let's look at this video.
Yeah, and then here's the next one.
This is the next one. And this is Bandino from Love and Hip Hop. Was he from Love and Hip Hop? Yes.
Okay,
here it is.
Granted, did he need to take care of his people? Because a lot of his people have a lot of his problems if he would spread that love around with that money. And that's his problem.
It is.
You know, that's his mistake. Because even the guy that was shooting the camera, if you would have took care of him, paid for the footage right there, then everything would have been straight and 50 wouldn't have got the footage. That's his mistake. Okay,
Right.
Diddy got to start. If he would have took care of Rod, if he would have took care of Cassie, like if he would have took care of these people financially, like he should, the ones that need it, not the ones that be bitching and moaning, because the ones that are on there, the Mark Currys, the Kirk Burrows, they've been doing this for the last hundreds of years. So this is.
What happened?
That was it.
Okay. So, when I saw that, because I think it was somewhere in the documentary where it said that Diddy was taking up for all the rappers or speaking for the rappers that didn't speak for themselves, or the rappers felt like he was wrong, and they something about negative about how the rappers apparently didn't like something he did.
Yes, because Diddy,
or they wasn't support, but they ain't say anything. Go ahead.
Yes, because apparently Diddy had gained the mentality, or somewhere along the way he learned that when being the CEO of Bad Boy Records, that the artists aren't important. That Diddy, you're important, because there would be no artists without you. Say that again. I said this is what he had.
Who is he?
Diddy.
I don't know. Okay.
This is what somebody said that Diddy, the mindset that Diddy had.
Okay.
That Diddy had the mindset that as the CEO and like the owner of Bad Boy Entertainment, and that all the artists that are underneath his label, they aren't as important as Diddy is important, because without Diddy, there is no artist. So therefore, Diddy got the mentality to
steal and take and rob them.
Yeah, basically.
He's a thief. Nobody's trying to. I'm not trying to justify him. He a thief. He a thief.
Yeah.
But this is what he needed. He needed to be taken off of his feet. He needs to be in a little dungeon like he is, because that's what prison is to me, a dungeon.
Very much.
Walled in with bars. I can't imagine. Loud. I can't even imagine the loudness.
Yes.
Bright lights, iridescent, these lights. Cameras on you all the time.
Yes.
Especially in the open area. There is no place to go to be alone. Oh, now, you know what? Let me just stop right there.
Yeah, no privacy.
Can you imagine? There is no place to be alone. There is no place you can go to have quiet time. If you had a migraine, you have to deal with all the noise. If you had the flu, can you see? I don't know. I don't even know if they have stalls on the bathrooms. I'm sure that they wouldn't, because they wouldn't trust them. So that means when they go to the bathroom, they could, but I think that they wouldn't trust what would be going on in the stalls.
Yeah, very much.
They probably have showers with no curtains or windows, just naked.
Like they say, give a criminal or somebody any opportunity, they might just take it. Give them an inch, they'll take them off.
So when I look at those videos, I see what's going on, and that's how I feel about it. I'm glad he's arrested. I'm glad. And the reason why I'm glad, because I hope in all his days and months or years that he come out differently than he walked in.
Yes.
That he come out a better man. Because I have heard people say jail changed them.
Yes. Get that
they said they went through anger, that they went through some stages. But, and I knew someone who was in jail for 12 years. And he said, after you go through the stages, you accept. You know who to hang with, who not. You know not to tell your business. You'll learn. You know who to trust. You learn how to mind your business.
It was a whole nother vibe.
It's a whole nother vibe. That's what he said. A friend of mine. We're not friends anymore, though. But we were friends.
You know what? That's
and he really helped me a lot about
prison.
prison life.
Yeah, you just learn things.
Mhm.
Somebody says, it was the new subscriber. Okay, goodness. It was so nice meeting you. Wishing you so much success, and I look forward to seeing you again. Good insight. Thank you for sharing your opinion. I must go now. Take care.
The next time, please call.
Yeah.
I would love to hear your voice and where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for dropping by. Mwah.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful weekend and a safe one.
Yeah.
And what else anybody's saying?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate because
We
honestly, we came here to talk about Diddy.
Yeah.
I didn't come here to talk for myself. So, what time is it?
7:42.
So around about 8 o'clock, we're gonna time out. I'm just holding this time all the way up till 8.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully somebody call. But really, we come in because it's not really about us wanting to talk. It's really we just here because we hope that somebody will come in and talk for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about us opening the door for you.
Yes, the lines are working.
The lines are working. Last week was a disaster, but that was an act of God, of a negative God, because that was crazy. But that's why we're here. So when we come, we're not here to.
Yep. And hey, if you guys wanna talk about Candy Burst,
you want to talk about Candy Burst? We could talk about that. I meant to say that earlier.
Yes, we did mention that earlier.
But as I really don't. I'm talked out. If you've been following me, my last 2 videos has worn my mind out.
Our number is running across the screen right here at the bottom.
So if you can save us, sisters, from talking, because we just don't have nothing to say, but we really want to hear from you. So please call, talk about Candy, talk about anything at this point. Talk about Diddy, talk about Candy, talk about something happening in your neighborhood. I don't care. Just call and talk so my voice cannot be so hoarse. That's why I'm eating Skittles. I brought some Skittles in here. I brought some Skittles in because my voice has been dry because I have been talking a lot.
Yes, especially today.
And I don't talk a lot, believe it or not.
Here you go. Are you able to see it now? Is it running across the bottom of the screen?
Is it running across the bottom of the screen? What's she saying?
Hopefully they say yes, because they said that they could not see the number running across the screen. So hopefully.
Can you see it?
Yes, from my end it was up, but maybe technical difficulties. Okay, now you can see it. Great. Call in if you want to call.
Call in, please. Talk to us, please. May we have one, like I feel like you're in church. Can we say one soul? Is there one? Is there one willing to give your life over to Christ today? Is there just one? Yes, you, the little baby, all the way in the back. The 3-year-old. Come forward. That's how you get desperate.
Yes, we do. But we love interacting with our audience. Like
most
you said,
definitely.
We want to really grow and get to know our family.
There it is. It's working.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings to you.
Yes, it is.
You're live.
What?
Oh, okay. Hi,
yes.
Sister.
Thank you for subscribing so much.
Welcome. Thank you for calling. We're good. We're good. And yourself? Yeah.
Yes, if you don't mind asking, where are you calling from?
I was just going to do that.
Oh,
hi,
hey.
Maryland. We're neighbors. Hi, family. No, I live in Maryland, Baltimore County. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's horrible. Mm. Mhm. Cassie was, she was a prostitute. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, that's what the court called them.
Yeah, they did call her a prostitute.
Isn't he for the rape call? Isn't that for calling prostitutes? She was a prostitute.
Yep, 2 accounts.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, preach it.
Yes.
There are no mistakes. Whatever happened to us, I believe it was predestined. I think we came here to live it out and make our peace. That's what I think. And it's hard to convey that. So if I say, like, if I'm looking at Cassie and I say, well, she has a part in it too. If I say, I'm sorry this happened, or I may say, why did you go to that party? Why did you put yourself in that position? But then if you do that, then you're wrong. My thing is, you have to understand everything we do, we're here for a reason to fix things, to fix what's broken in us. We are eternal creatures, we're energy. And we have to say that again. Yeah, I didn't mean to take over, but you just struck something. So please, I just wish that people could understand that you will never die. Yes, me, Monica, the persona of her will die. Yes, the crone, yes, she will die, but my essence will never die. I mean, I could have lived 1,000 lifetimes. Who knows? So I like that talk when you're talking like that. And I think that people need to hear more of it.
Yes.
They need to hear these things because people don't know the things that you know? Mhm. Absolutely. Speak truth. Yeah. Hmm. I agree. Say more.
Yes, we really love your opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank I come on every Friday at 7 o'clock, right? And I'm sorry, what she said?
What?
Right. Every Friday at 7. And if I don't, I'll leave a message that for if it was emergency and I'm not, I would let a message play on my station that it won't be a session, so nobody would have to look for
Yes,
it.
because we are trying for 90 episodes.
We're trying for 90 episodes because I personally rather do call-ins. I would rather just go in every day and go live. It's more easier to me this way than creating content. You know? Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's just wonderful to know that you have kindred spirits that I was ready to be stomped on, but it feels so good to know that the world got a heart and that the world said, understand, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And to just know that I'm talking to people or people listening, understand that,
Yes.
you know. And I receive you as a breath of sunflowers in my life because I'm glad that you feel what I feel.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. Oh,
Oh,
it's Al's
wonderful.
too. That's wonderful. Wonderful. They
Yes,
do,
they really
yes.
are symbolic.
And the real ones are better.
That is true. They are even better.
Mm, yes, yes. Thank you. Right, right. There you go. Mhm. Mhm. Yes, but I wonder what's that GI, like AI. I wonder what's that AI generated. Oh, but right, right. I, I That's true.
Yes.
And I believe that Diddy said, I mean, I believe that 50 Cent said he really don't have a problem with Diddy. He's like, I really don't have a problem with him. I hard his son to work for me. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. He said, I mean, he asked to take me shopping once, but outside of that, I told him off. He said, but outside of that, and I've never seen Diddy say anything bad about 50.
No.
I never. So for me, it's always been 50, but 50 is saying now I just did it because it's a movie. It's like, it made me money. Shoot, I just did it because I like producing, making movies. Didn't mean nothing to me. That's how and he was laughing. I thought that was horrible. Huh? Yes. Right. Mhm. The industry. Mhm. 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 Yes, it does. Mhm. Yes. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Same thing. And they fussing, doing the same thing to each other. Mhm. They the same bird. Mhm. But you're not saying anything, you're speaking truth. And whenever you speak truth, it repels evil. So you're just speaking truth. You're just speaking the truth to it.
Yep.
And the truth shall not be denied. You know, and like I said, I'm so grateful that I know now that the world, everybody don't think like that. Because I was hearing that everybody is against them. I was like, I'm not. I was a little paranoid. I was like, I'm not. I think this is horrible. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Mhm. 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 You're right. You're right. 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 And those were the times that we lived in.
Mhm.
You know, that's why so many of them did things like that because it was no repercussions for it. It was done. It was secretive. People did what they did. You know. Hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. Hmm. Hmm. So, what do you think about Beyonce? What do you think about Beyonce and Jay Z in this? No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 They don't. Just like I say. Mm-hmm. They have fame and the American. Mm-hmm. That's what I say all the time. Can't take nothing, not even your body. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. And I look at Beyonce face now, and she look more harder.
She
She
does.
used to look she used to look soft, but it seemed like, huh? No, like when she was young, like in her younger days, when she was with Destiny Child, and when she first started. I'm talking about when she first started out. You could see the face change. I don't know if it's just but she doesn't have that innocence. You look in her eyes now; they just seem unhappy and gloomy and dark. You know what I mean? She doesn't look the same. She look hard. What are you bitter? Huh? That's that muddy water. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, absolutely. Or rabies. Mm-hmm. 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 You're a fan. Mm-hmm. Like Beyonce, she don't. Mm, yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, yes. Yeah. Not me. Not us. Not us. Yeah, I agree because I did, and that's the one thing I just wanted to hold on to something natural and black
Yeah.
because it's easy to get caught up in the system.
Very easy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm. No, I used to be, but when I come yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's called. Mhm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely. And the memory of this will be in our deep subconscious mind where we like a sea of forgetfulness, like we won't even remember. And there are babies, because I was one. I knew I was here before. I used to creep my mom out. I would go on these spells where I felt like I've been here before. Like I could say this and that. And there was no, we didn't. It was horrible. It was scary. I had a scary childhood, but nevertheless, go ahead. I was a weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah. Yes, and my family, even though they were very much Christians, they did not accept they could have that was demons to me. I was filled with demons, honestly. I had a really rough childhood, honestly, and I couldn't control what I was doing. It was just normal. I'm a little kid, I'm like 3 years old, and they would be just tripping scared of me. Hmm. Hmm. Mhm. Mm, mhm. Mm, yeah. Yeah, it was right, right, right. Yeah. Mhm. That's true. So, and a lot of times when you call young anyway. You
Yes, that's
call
true.
young,
'Cause
like
it's just coursing through your
just
DNA.
it's there. So like, my mom said I was like this ever since I could talk. So I'm thinking maybe about 3.
Mhm.
So it was just the way it was. But when I was little, it was cute. But
Yeah,
as
you
I
you
got a
showed that
little
truth.
older, like 7 and 8 and 9, it wasn't cute anymore. It was scary. So, and then they thought that when we moved away from the house, that it will all go away. It did not go away. And that's when I realized you can't run from who you are.
That's
That's just who
facts.
I am. I understand it now. It don't scare me at all. I get it now. But at a time, I had to learn. I said to my mom once, I said, why didn't you make money off of me? Why did you take me to church and do something with this? She said, I didn't know to do that. I didn't know to do it. In other words, I would have. Yeah. On what? I mean, all the time.
Well, we do read tarot cards on this channel.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, if you look, I did a reading earlier today on Candace Owens and on, did I do a reading?
No, you
No, I
talked
did
about
a yesterday. As a matter of fact, I did a reading on Candy Bars and Todd. I did that on the 11th.
yes, yep. You did that early Wednesday morning.
Right. And then I have every day, I have a daily come out, a 1 minute daily that comes out every morning where I'm reading inspirations for anybody out there listening.
Yes, we usually do tarot readings weekly. However,
Oh yeah, we read a lot.
yes.
It's just that baby Crone is finishing up school and she's about to graduate in May. And so because there's a lot of exams going on right now, and so it was a slow week. So usually I try to put 10 videos out, 15 videos out a
Yes,
week
all together.
all together. And so some of it where I'm just talking, and some of it is I'm not. So if somebody say, can you just, I'll even just open up. I tell you what, next week, Friday, I'm just gonna open it up for readings. So you can call in for a free reading. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
I like to say I trained her.
Yes, she did. You know what? We could definitely promote that free going live on next Friday. Free reading.
Free reading. If you want, I'm pretty good, but and my baby is good. But what I'm going to tell people, you ask me what you want to know, and I'll lay out a few cards, and I'll tell you what I see. You know, and that's I'm just going to be honest. I wouldn't tell bad things, you know, because I was scared. But now I know people want the truth. I mean, some people don't. Some people want you to lie to them. Yeah. So if you care to, our real names, we call ourselves the Crones.
Mhm.
We call ourselves the Crones. Like,
Yes.
you want my real name? Oh,
Um,
Lodia. Yes. Mhm. Yes. That's my real name. Yes. Yes. We the Crones.
Actually, what is your zodiac sign?
Okay. What system do you use? What do you call it? Does it take after what are we on? We on the tropical.
Do you have like a specific name for it?
It's just an all new system. But it even though it's a new system, the planets and the sky stay the same. It's just depending on what angle are you reading it from. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let me say this. Let me say this. Um, I find this very interesting.
Yes, very
Maybe you
interesting.
should come on and we can connect live and you can talk about your book.
Yes.
You can come on live. You can
That would
come
be a
up for
good
a half an
promotion.
hour, a promotion. People will see you. You tell me what to not ask or whatever, and come on and promote your book. But that wouldn't be a godly thing to do. But
Because some
but
people still have ideas.
No,
Oh, I was saying that maybe he was just being careful in case somebody tried to steal your idea.
they can't steal it. But what I am saying, it sounds so interesting, and I don't think that you should sit on it. I think that you should share it to the world. I really feel as though to sit on that, you was given a great gift, a pearl of wisdom, and to sit on it. If people are saying, come to my show and do, I would say, oh, fine, I would love to. I would love to tell you what you don't know. You are a teacher. I'm a teacher. So as a teacher to teacher, you can't sit on that. That makes you selfish. It's in you. It's in you to tell it. I mean, it's in you. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's how-
Well, why don't you let the universe decide? If you have a window to share that wisdom, take it. You know what I mean? That's wisdom. The world is lost. The world need new stuff. The world, we're hungry. The world is hungry. And you sitting on a new word, a word that nobody heard of.
So by chance, based off of your
No, I'm
zodiac
only saying
system,
that as in goodness and good. Okay.
yes, based off
Right. Right. Hip hop, hibbity hibbity. Mhm. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah. But yeah, right, right. Grandmaster Fest. There she go. I hear your age. Yeah, you know. But what I want to say this about the zodiac sign, I don't really bother to ask people what their zodiac sign. No, 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 no. You told us. No, you told us. But my daughter asked. And the reason why I'll ask only because from the tropical from where we're taking it from, there are different other ways. But from this way that I'm taking it, you can't just go, oh, I'm a Libra and that's what you're all about. I have to have I have to have you all of the zodiac signs. You understand what I'm saying? It, and it cracks me up when people say, I'm a Sagittarius and I know Sagittarius. I'm like, oh my God, it is so deeper than that. You know what I mean? Because your Sagittarius, from where we're studying, that's just your outer persona, but that could be switched because your moon sign or your setting sign or rising sign could be in total opposite. Like I'm more Cancer than I'm Sagittarius, believe that or not. It's split. But I am Sagittarius in a lot of things. Hmm. Right. Okay. Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah. And the other one has a different sign too. You can't even mix them together. But I do believe that the universe, unless that's why I'm saying you said something that I thought was striking. As far as I know, the universe was created and it is what it is. The moon, the sun, the stars, the galaxies, whatever, the black holes, whatever, it all is in motion and was built that way from the beginning. So I'm looking at it that it's fixed in a sense that it's always been there, unless a star fall, which makes another billion stars. But I didn't know. I'm looking at it that it just stay fixed all the time.
That's
It does
what
the
I'm
same
starting
thing.
to believe
Right.
because in my astronomy class, they are now coming to the idea that space and time is not indefinite, like there's a beginning and an end, that it's just all.
Yeah, I just
So
think
I'm
it's
like, if it's
infinite.
all infinite, then how
Right.
did the Big Bang happen?
But see,
So
that's that they just call it the Big Bang, but that's not proof. That's just what they say. But if you ask anyone, they'll tell you there is no such thing as a Big Bang. But they say it because they have a, I, oh,
Yeah,
I've never
no,
heard
astronomers still believe it. They still teach it. They're just, it's a question. Hey, it's
it.
still, they
You
say
think
it's still
you
valid.
think it was a Big Bang? What does a Big Bang look like in your eyes?
Good question.
Just a sentence so I can get a visual of another way because I don't have no other way. I can't look at what you're saying. You have to paint me a little tiny picture. I'm not, you don't have to divulge your book. Just, I want to see what you see. I can't see it. If that's the way you want it, I respect it. You don't have to answer. I respect it. Do you think an entity did it? Do you think an entity did it? Or do you think that just nature did it? I can receive that. That's spirit. That's spirit. I can see that. Yeah, that because I'm deep. It's not nothing. It's no way you can go that I can't follow you. Trust that. Trust it. You could go down to the depths of hell. I'd be like, I got you, girl. You know, you could go to the seventh heaven, and I'd be like, I feel you. I feel you. That's why I said when you were saying something, it's always good to see or hear someone come from a different perspective because you can always learn something or learn a lot of things, you know, because there is so much untouched information in the universe, you know. So when you said it, I can hear it. Like I can hear by just the things you said that I gave you, you know, I gave you, what's that word? Respect for the knowledge that you said at the very beginning. Because you know, like, no, like you can tell when somebody want to buy. You can feel the vibe. You can feel where they at. You can feel that you study. You can feel that you're in knowing. You can feel that you're about balance. You can feel that you don't like to get caught up in a whole lot of him ha. And also, I can see you ain't in no religion. So, you know, I could, are you in a religion? I can see that. That's what I'm saying. That's what, hold up. Are you? Cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You better just go head on and make up your mind and come on our show and talk. You better share some of that. Let me sit down and ask you. You can tell me what question. Yeah. I was studying E5 for a while. I really was studying that, but I don't know. I even studied voodoo because I know that's in my root. And just I've studied a lot of Christianity beliefs. Like I've studied Judaism. I studied Messianic Judaism. I studied Seventh Day Adventist. I've studied. Oh my God, I can't even. I don't. Jehovah Witness. Of course, you know I had to say that again. I've studied a lot. Was studying, but I had to walk away from it. Mhm. Right. You have to study to show yourself approve of something. Right. But the studying, this is why I left. One of the, a lot, I always talk about why I left, but one of the reasons why I left, because I started feeling like when I have a problem, this is just one, when I have a problem, I started feeling like I was praying to an invisible God. I was feeling like, I'm quoting the word, I'm living holy, I'm doing all this. You said that if I had the power and if I had faith of the size of a mustard seed, that I could speak to this mountain and it shall move, and it didn't do it. And so I started challenging. I was the most holiest person I knew. I was a Bible beating totem. Anybody come up to me, I was ready to throw the word. Okay. Not in fight, but to try to save souls, And when I got free from that, from somebody on YouTube, as a matter of fact, about, I don't know, about 4 years ago, about 4 years ago, somebody came on Melkabar. He came on YouTube too and challenged my belief. He said, I can let you believe that Jesus wasn't real and that's a hoax. I can prove it to you. You'll believe. Give me, like, he said, like 15 minutes. And on the first thing he said, when he pulled out that Bible, it was right there in my face. I was done. Because I was standing up there like a beast, and you can't knock my faith. At this time, I had been in the faith for almost 40 years, all my life. You know? Right. Yeah. Like what I've learned now is where a person is in their walk, let them be. Don't be angry if they don't want to leave. Let them stay there. But if but the church should teach you it's about growing. You shouldn't have to go to church, in my opinion. You shouldn't have to go to church every Sunday, every Thursday to hear the preacher preach to you over and over. There should be some kind of way you grow in this.
Right.
There's no growth. You just go to church, pay your tithes, sing on the choir, or do missionary work or something, grunt work. But to get up in that pulpit to preach a sermon, good luck. And I didn't like it. Right. Right. Do you still stay with the Jehovah Witness faith? Do you still work with them? Mm. Oh, this was a century ago. Oh, oh, you've been gone a long time. Mhm. 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 Wow. Oh, and how is he now? Fine, he's good. Mhm. Okay. Okay. See, see, I believe anything. I believe that we have the power to raise the dead. See, I believe that we just don't know how to tap into it. It's there for us. I just don't know the antidote. Say that again. Hmm. On you or your husband. They was going to, your family came and told you that your the deceased family told you that they were going to, because your father is deceased. Oh, and they both came to you. Were you suffering with your hip? Was you suffering with your hip or something? Did you fall or you suffer with your, no, I believe that. Listen, I
It was
can
definitely put
I got a story. This is a small story, not big as surgery. But years ago, I had really, really bad hemorrhoids. Like they were so big, like they were really big. And so when I went to the doctor, they prepped me up for emergency surgery. Like I had to go in a couple of days. They told me how to prep and everything. So I went to my mother. I'm in the word. I went to my mom. I said, Mom, pray for me because my mother loved to pray. She said, well, I'm going to do more than pray. I'm going to go on a fast for you because this one is for fasting and praying. My mother went on a fast for me. And I tell you, in 12 hours, when I got up that morning, it was gone. Gone. I went to the doctors and they said, what did you do? Like what they would prepare, because I had to cancel my appointment. So they like, what did you do?
Yeah, how do you tell them that your mom fasted?
I said, my mom prayed for me. That's the truth. But and when she prayed, I believed her. I believed that. So I can believe it. So your story do not sound far fetched to me at
Yes, we
all.
would definitely appointment.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mhm, mhm, mhm. 'Cause I believe, because I know beyond a fact, we don't even use a good 5% of our brain. I know that everything Christ did, we could do. I know that because of what went down in the earth, a lot of the mysteries was changed, hidden. They burnt the books. They did a lot of wicked things and then turned us into slaves and messed up our minds and took away from what we knew to be a faith. It was horrible. And so now we're sick and we're broken because we don't know the antidote. And look at them. They got the antidote and they work in rituals and spells and work in rituals and spells and understanding the moon and the rotation of the moon and the stars and when to do something and when not to do something. They all into that.
Yeah, we need to know.
They understand the Baphomet, what it really means, and they use that. But they don't want us to know. So even in the Bible, if you can read cards, they be like, that's the work of the devil. And I'd be like, how can that be the work of the devil if it come natural to me? You possessed. I mean, I was looked at as a demon child, you know. So I understand that. And that's another thing. How can you be born one way and yet it's wrong to society?
Yeah.
I didn't understand those questions when I was little, but I'm like, you condemning me and thinking I got demons, and yet I'm still like this today. You know, I remember Thorn. I had been this way all my life. I used to try to do everything. I think that's why I got so into religion, because it kept me away from my spiritual gifts.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because they were considered bad. So if you believe in Jesus, he'll heal you from those things.
Got you.
But I always had a hunger for it. You know what I mean? You have a hunger for truth. You get hungry for it. It's like you can eat and eat and eat spiritual food all day. Right. It's just who I am. Right. But these stories are out here. So what's your name again? Miracle?
It's here.
She said it's on her net. It's on there.
Yeah, here it's called the Superior Swan.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You.
Mm-hmm. You have to call.
Yes,
next week, I'm going to be doing readings next week. That's what I'm going to do.
Yes,
so please come and get a reading. It don't have to be nothing heavy. Just test me and see. Yeah, call in, say I like a reading. This is Swan. We had the conversation. I would be loving it to do that for you. I'm going to put it out. That's what we're going to do next Friday.
Next Friday, I like.
Oh, thank you. And when you're welcome, when you're ready, please come and be a guest on our show.
Yes, I can't wait for that book.
Thank you. And I'm sure people will see you. You will be seen by people, at least 2,000. All right. Okay. So we love you. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening and a safe weekend. We love you. Take care.
You.
It was a gem. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. So did we. Thank you. Thank you for taking the notion to pick up the phone and call us.
Yes.
Thank you. Make sure the number. Thank you. Thank you. So hopefully we'll see you hear from you next week. And as you still get it, and just let this be a place where you can drop by and just listen or call in. You know, love to have. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And you can look at some of my videos that I did this week and some of baby videos and see what we're talking about, you know. Love you. Stay sweet. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yes, we doing it. We're gonna do it.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Stay sweet and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a wonderful next week. Be blessed. Okay. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye. That was so sweet. Thank you, Swan.
So
thank you, Swan. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, baby. Crown.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So sorry. With that being said, we'll wrap it right up because that was a very good in-depth conversation.
Right.
Man, that was great to add on top of the whole Diddy situation that we're talking with, because it's all, like you always say, it's always spiritual and you're always slow. Sorry, I choked on my own spit.
That'll do it.
It will. It will.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking, and he talked about we're always about a spiritual change, and we always want to look at things beyond the physical and what we see, and want to look at it for like the depth and the core of it. And I feel like outside of talking about Diddy, just talking about astrology, who we are, and the way the universe is all functioning was another great in-depth conversation I would talk about.
Right.
So it was all great to have these wonderful talks towards the end of 2025 on top.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be good because if I do readings next Friday, that would be right before Christmas.
Yes. Come on, guys.
You know, I'm just going to call in readings. I'm going to have, just put it out there early in the morning and just
share
have
this with everybody, text everybody, tell them to
hype us up,
calendar.
Put it on their calendar. You get free readings, you know. Baby Cronin, I will read
Friday
for you.
at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let them know.
Let them know. And we're going to tell you what we really see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you asked your questions and we here to answer. Mm-hmm. How about that? What a way. That's our Christmas present to you.
Yes.
You know,
New Year.
For the new year.
Yep,
Thank you so much. So, if you like this, hype us up. Please, it's much needed. Go ahead, baby.
And if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content and anything that we talked about. And hey, if you're catching this live after it was live, hey, leave your comments down below about anything that was discussed in this discussed today. We would all welcome any kind of conversation, and please become a sunflower if you haven't become a sunflower already. We want to get to know our sunflowers. More important, we want to get to know our sunflowers a whole lot more, and we're glad that each person that calls in, we get to know a little bit more about who our fan base is, and that the sunflowers
and what they want and what they all about as well. Sorry for cutting you off.
That's okay. Mm-hmm. I was just saying that the sunflowers are sunflowering. They're spreading that seed, they're spreading that love, and they're spreading that joy and knowledge.
Absolutely.
Yes. So with that being said, I think we covered everything. Comments, likes, hype us up, subscribe. And with that being said,
you know what we said.
Yep. Sunflowers.